One of the scariest locations in Red Dead Redemption 2 has to be the swamps at night. Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Red Dead Redemption 2 video, I'm going to be telling you guys why it is in your best interest to not go to the Bayou Lackey just north of Saint Denis at night in Red Dead Redemption 2. So I don't know what time this was specifically. I definitely know it was after midnight. I think it was somewhere close to 3 a.m. For whatever reason, I was riding through the swamp. I think I was trying to get to either a fishing location or whatever the case may be, when all of a sudden I was on this one point of the road and my horse started freaking out. And this was so creepy. And what's funny is I was actually playing at night, like after midnight. And I don't do well with scary things, scary movies in general. So I was a little bit freaked out. And this next part, which I'm going to let you guys listen to, literally made me yelp. I was terrified.
Huh? I could have sworn. Yeah. Shit. Oh, Jesus Christ. Damn swamp.
So I don't know what happened, if this was like a random event, if this was something that only occurs at this time of the night at the swamps. There was no indicator on my minimap. Just these night folk swamp zombies came out and started attacking me just out of nowhere. And it spooked my horse and they were rustling through the trees. It was a incredibly creepy experience. And you can see the time here is around 3 a.m., 4 a.m. So this was just absolutely horrifying. So this is where it took place here. You can see it's just north of the bayou. It's in La Grasse, which is the swamp, Lackey, which is some little swamp area. And it's just south of the marsh. So this was just one of the creepiest things of all time. Now it gets even weirder. For whatever reason, I decided to continue to journey on into the swamp. And then I started hearing voices from ghosts. Like, as you guys can see right here, and that's why I have subtitles turned on so I don't miss anything like this. I was riding through the woods, and then all of a sudden this, like, ghost spirit starts talking to me. The voice kept saying, like, I miss you so much. I'm waiting on you. I mean, this was just incredibly terrifying, incredibly creepy. And it just added to the mystery of why you should not come out here in the swamps at night. I mean, it was just horrifying what was actually going on. And to make things even worse, after that, I ended up stumbling upon two bodies that were like rope tied to trees, just in the middle of the swamp. They were like these X's on my map that I ended up investigating. In fact, one guy was missing his left arm. One guy was upside down. I mean, if you're talking about a horrifying experience, this is it right here. So after all of that, I actually came back a night later and I ended up finding this stranger. There was this big question mark that I could actually talk to. And I'll let you guys actually take a listen to that conversation right now.
What's the commotion?
You a loon or something? This night folk country.
Night folk. I can look after myself.
Okay.
Maybe you should clear out, though, if you're so troubled about things of the night.
It's night folk. And I would, it's just... they on my property. Hey, would you help me? Get them off? I'd pay you for your troubles.
You pay me, huh? Maybe. Well, show me where this place is. We'll see.
All right. Let's go. Hey, it's just over there. You a good man, partner.
Okay, so now it looks like we actually get to go on a mission to hunt some night folk, which is apparently the people that attacked us at the beginning of this video. So this is a little bit of a creepy situation. We are following this guy around in the swamp. His name is Old Cajun, apparently. And we basically just go on like this walking journey. And if you want your experience to be as creepy as possible, I would definitely recommend turning off your minimap and your HUD as well as much as you can, because it's just going to make this experience so creepy. I mean, the fact that you're following this guy out here, if you go in first person mode too, it sort of makes the immersion of this entire experience even that much more creepy. And throughout this journey, bats are going to spawn in front of you. They're going to run into your face. And what's crazy is we actually run into those people that we saw tied on the tree earlier. And this guy explains that this is the work of the night folk. So who these people are, I'm not exactly sure, but they're definitely not good people. And then we see this guy on the ground right here, not tied to a tree, and it looks like his fate wasn't much better either. And then we sort of see the final guy who is tied upside down, and Old Cajun explains that that is a terrible way to go. Now, immediately after that, Old Cajun recommends something that I was not having. He wanted us to turn our lanterns out, and I was not about to turn my lantern out in the middle of a dark swamp. I didn't care that I was ignoring his orders. I was not about to do that. I was horrified of this situation. So your journey continues on for a little bit longer until you finally see a sort of campfire in the distance at this little cabin. And then you're asked to deal with all the night folk there. And these people are incredibly horrifying. They're all wearing like face paint, and they all have like axes and machetes and bow and arrows, and they're sort of like holed up in this cabin here. And that's what happens next. You basically just have to defend yourself from the cabin, and there's going to be like 1 or 2 waves of the night folk that you ultimately have to fight off. And once you do that, you will earn the gratification of Old Cajun, and he will give you a reward.
Okay, they're dead.
Well, well. Okay. I got something for you now.
How you doing?
Give me a moment. Want it? Here you go, partner.
What is this? Swamp trash?
No, that's some of the good stuff right there. You good man, mister. Damn decent.
You might want to bury them bodies.
Don't worry about them. Food for the gators.
So you can see right there that your reward for completing this is a golden tooth and a perfect muskrat pelt, which Arthur calls swamp trash. So that right there is kind of interesting. Now, I wanted to actually see if there was any value to that golden tooth. You know, I'm thinking to myself, that might be kind of worthwhile to ultimately, sell or, use as a way to purchase something else. I mean, the muskrat pelt, that's nice because it's perfect. And the gold tooth says a valuable gold tooth can be sold for cash. So when I saw that, I was like, all right, we just made ourselves a lot of money for being completely terrified and having to spend a night in the swamp. And I thought I was out of the water. I thought I was free and clear. And then all of a sudden, I get snapped in half by an alligator. And I thought my yelping earlier was loud. This one was even louder. I almost kind of wish I was recording my voice at the same time, but I screamed because that alligator just snapped me out of nowhere. So once we got done with that, I wanted to go to the fence in Saint Denis because I wanted to see if this golden tooth was actually worth something, and it really is swamp trash. This golden tooth is only worth $1. Are you kidding me? Only worth $1? Like, what a ripoff, man. That is seriously a ripoff. We help this swamp guy clear out all the night folk, and all he does is reward us with a perfect pelt and a golden tooth worth $1. And I even checked if that golden tooth could be used to create a talisman or a trinket, but no, it couldn't be used to create anything. So it really was just worth $1, which is insane. But anyways, that right there is why you should not go to the swamp at night in Red Dead Redemption 2. Not only are you going to get scared, but you're going to meet some guy who's going to give you a golden tooth only worth $1. Just not worth it for your troubles at all, and not worth it for me being half scared to death. So I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. Have you ever ventured to the swamp in Red Dead Redemption 2 at night? I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily Red Dead Redemption 2 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.